Do you ever feel like you're talking, but no one's really hearing you? Or maybe you're the one listening, but the words just slide past without truly sinking in. In today's world of endless distractions and constant noise, genuine connection feels like it's slipping further away. We're surrounded by communication, yet somehow more disconnected than ever. But there's a secreter way to listen that goes beyond words. It's called deep listening, and it can completely transform the way you understand others. In this video, we'll explore how mastering this skill can unlock empathy, trust, and true human connection. Most conversations are an illusion of listening. We nod, smile, and even repeat back phrases, but in reality, our minds are elsewhere. Often, we not really absorbing what the other person is saying, we simply waiting for our chance to respond. This creates a surface-level exchange where words are heard, but meaning is lost. True listening requires more than ears. It demands presence and openness to the person in front of us. When listening is shallow, the cost is greater than we think. Misunderstandings creep in, assumptions replace clarity, and opportunities for connection slip away. Relationships, whether personal or professional, become strained not because of what's said, but because of what's missed. Every time we fail to listen deeply, we weaken the bridge of trust that relationships are built on. Active listening is not just a communication skill, it's a foundation for human connection. Deep listening means listening without the filter of judgment or the urge to prepare a reply. It's about giving the other person your full attention, both verbally and non-verbally. This means maintaining eye contact, noticing tone of voice, and tuning into the emotions beneath the words. In this way, you're not just processing sentences, you're experiencing the speaker's reality, walking alongside them in their expression. One of the greatest barriers to deep listening is our inner dialogue. While someone speaks, we often argue in our heads, compare their story to ours, or plan what we'll say next. This mental chatter blocks us from truly receiving their message. Practicing mindfulness in conversation, focusing on breathing, silencing inner commentary, and being fully present can help break through this barrier. Another key element is empathy. Deep listening isn't passive. It's active, compassionate engagement. When you reflect not just words but feelings, you signal that you're truly connecting. Simple phrases like "it sounds like you're feeling," or "I can see this matters to you" validate the speaker's emotions and strengthen trust. Listening becomes not just about information, but about connection and healing. By practicing deep listening, conversations shift from transactional to transformational. Instead of just exchanging data, you build understanding. Instead of missing opportunities, you discover them. And instead of letting silence feel awkward, you use it as space for the other person to reveal what really matters. Deep listening is more than a skill, it's an art that changes both the listener and the speaker. To cultivate deep listening, start by slowing down. In our fast-paced world, silence is uncomfortable, but it's often where truth emerges. Allowing pauses gives people room to reflect and express themselves more fully. Resist the urge to interrupt or finish their thoughts. Patience communicates respect, and respect opens doors to trust. Another powerful technique is mirroring. This doesn't mean parroting words, but reflecting the essence of what someone is sharing. When you restate ideas in your own words, you confirm understanding and invite clarification. It shows the speaker that you're not just hearing, they're being absorbed. This practice eliminates assumptions and helps uncover meaning that might otherwise stay hidden. Nonverbal cues play a huge role as well. Leaning in slightly, nodding, and maintaining warm eye contact reinforce that you're engaged. On the flip side, checking your phone or letting your eyes wander sends a clear message: I am not fully here. Deep listening is communicated not only through words, but through body language that signals presence and care. Removing distractions is another step toward better listening. In a conversation, put away your phone, turn off notifications, and create an environment free from interruptions. This intentional act communicates that the person in front of you matters more than anything else in that moment. By prioritizing focus, you elevate the quality of the interaction. Equally important is curiosity. Instead of assuming you know what the other person means, ask open-ended questions that invite depth. Phrases like, "Can you tell me more about that?" or "What was that like for you?" draw out layers of meaning that would otherwise remain unspoken. Curiosity transforms listening into discovery, and discovery leads to connection. Finally, deep listening is not only about others, it's about yourself. By practicing it, you learn patience, presence, and humility. You realize that understanding doesn't come from reacting quickly, but from holding space for another person's truth. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. And soon, listening deeply stops being a technique and becomes a way of being. Deep listening is more than hearing, it's about presence, empathy, and connection. In a world of noise, this art helps us cut through the surface and reach what truly matters. By silencing our inner dialogue, giving full attention, and responding with compassion, we unlock conversations that are meaningful and transformative. When we listen deeply, relationships strengthen, misunderstandings fade, and trust grows. We stop talking past one another and start understanding each other. The art of deep listening reminds us that connection is less about words spoken and more about hearts heard. And that's the power of deep listening. A simple yet transformative way to connect beyond words. If this video resonated with you, subscribe for more insights on communication and personal growth. Share in the comments. When was the last time you felt truly heard? Let's start a conversation and, more importantly, let's start listening.